the game.
Oh my God, frying pan UofM. Oh my God, about time. This is my first time playing University of Michigan, nigga.
For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
You joining like that there, you cool.
Damn, did y'all hear that?
What?
That's my God.
And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team. Down there and make sure they limit that return. On the ground, it's Haynes. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Buys a little time with his feet. Snagged in the middle, it's Simpson. Tackled there by the defense.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
The Wolverines will move the sticks.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2, so always distinct.
Turning it on! Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and if he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Quarterback adapting. And down he goes back at the 3. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught in the backfield, it's crease corn. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Snaps it in the shotgun. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Looking for room, it's Peoples. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Tate. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and out. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. They'll try to put a looking to throw. It's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he puts through the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll run it. Still on his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense?
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Klein. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. It's Simpson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Let's see what they've got on second down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. That's caught. It's Tate. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give him the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The gift to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Haynes. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Got a man, it's Morgan. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Grab near the sticks. It's Morgan. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. They just keep firing. Under fire. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play, because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take...
The Sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got the first down, looking for more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. To the air, it's Underwood. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in with one hand. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Buys a little time. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Peoples. Jukes his way for more. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Simpson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Still looking, on the move. Trying to find his man in the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been